Om Namah Shivaya. We're going to present the shoulder stand today, the Sarvangasana. So we'll take you through the basic posture, show you how to get up and come out of the posture with control. Then we'll look at common issues about doing the shoulder stand and how to come into the shoulder stand if you're finding it difficult to come directly in one movement. And finally, we'll also consider any cautions or contraindications you should follow, and finally the benefits of the shoulder stand. So we'll begin by preparing for the shoulder stand. So we bring the legs together and bring the arms alongside the body. Palms are facing down, legs are straight, and the chin should be tucked in slightly so that you are extending your neck, because you're going to have to bend your neck when you come into the shoulder stand. So keeping your chin tucked in, we inhale and swing the legs and hips up and support the back with your hands. So you try to bring your hands as low down on the back and your elbows together as much as possible. When we're in this position, we hold it for a few seconds to find our balance. Once we have found our balance, we can do a certain technique to help improve the posture. What we do is bend the knees towards the forehead, let the knees come down, then release the hands behind the body and try to bring the hands together and interlock your hands if you can, stretching your arms. The idea is to bring your shoulder blades closer together in the middle, rolling your shoulders in and bringing your elbows closer together. Once you've done that, you release your hands and place your hands onto your back, supporting your back, and then keeping the hips up, straightening the legs up, and you'll find that you come into a straighter position. And whatever position you're in, you more or less want to keep your feet above your face, over your head. So avoid having the legs too far back or too far this way. Yeah? So balance yourself with your feet more or less above your face, and you should feel the pressure on your shoulders here and not on your neck. If you're feeling the pressure on your neck, again, try to pull the shoulder blades together underneath you. So this is the final position, and you can stay in this position for as long as you feel comfortable. It could be 30 seconds, or it could be many minutes, or even longer. It's actually a very calming and relaxing posture. And like the headstand, it's inverted posture. A lot of blood is flowing down towards the head, and more blood is coming down into your heart also. So that means more blood will go through your lungs. You'll be taking more oxygen into your body, and more blood flow will be going into your head. This posture is more mild than the headstand, so there's not as much pressure on the head, so even if you have slight blood pressure, there should not be a problem. But if you have high blood pressure, you should avoid this posture until your pressure is under control. Also, if you have any neck issues like the headstand, if you have cervical problems, you should really avoid this posture and without medical advice. Now, to come out of the posture, we are dropping the feet behind the head, finding a place of balance, and then releasing the arms on the floor, pressing the hands down against the floor like two brakes. You slowly roll your body down vertebra by vertebra, using your core muscles to control your legs as you go over. Try to stretch the legs as much as you can so that you get a long stretch through your body, and come down slowly to the floor. If you're not able to keep your hands on the floor, you can put your hands onto your back and support yourself and slide your hands down your body as you roll down. So keeping your hands there, supporting your hips and legs as you roll down in a controlled way. And then back to the Shavasana. Now, a common problem is that people find it very difficult to bring their legs up into the air and come up onto the shoulders. And it's usually a combination of factors. Usually the most important factor is that people have fear. Fear of coming up onto their shoulders, and then the possibility of rolling over or falling down and then hurting themselves. So we have to overcome that fear in a proper way. So we're going to show you a method to do the shoulder stand if you find it difficult to lift your legs and hips up in one movement. So you bring your legs together, bend your knees and pull your knees up to your chest, bring your hands under your knees, and bring your head forward towards your knees. Then start to roll forwards and backwards. Roll yourself forwards and backwards as much as you can. If possible, try to bring your feet onto the floor in front of you, and then try to also touch the floor behind your head with your feet if you can. And if you do this enough, you'll see that your hips come up higher and higher. So get used to this feeling of rolling back and forth, and then come forward and sit in a position with your knees bent and your hands behind your knees still. Now in one movement, you're going to roll yourself back and bring your hips up and put your hands onto your back or around the back of your hips. Try to keep your elbows closer together. And supporting your hips, you can lift your legs up, by tightening your buttocks, straighten your body, bringing your legs up. At the same time, move your hands down and push your hips higher and higher. You must be aware of your chin also. Your chin should be pressing in so that you're stretching your neck. Okay, and you find a comfortable position in this. This will become the shoulder stand for you. It might not be completely straight, even if you're at a slight angle, like 45 degrees. It's still okay. Try to balance your feet. Always try to bring your feet more or less above your face, not too far behind you. Now, to come out of the position again, you can drop your legs slightly. You can keep supporting your back and slowly roll your body down. If necessary, you can bend your knees so that it becomes easier for you to roll down and come back to the floor. So now we're going to show some common mistakes, you could say, in the shoulder stand. One of the common ones is that people have their legs behind the head and the body will be in a sort of bent shape. Okay? So how to straighten up your body? Basically in this position you have to tighten your buttocks to straighten your legs up and move your hands down your back to push your hips higher. All the time, make sure you're pressing your chin into your chest so that your neck is able to bend, and then you're able to straighten your body in a straight line. Another common, I could call it a mistake, is that people bring their feet over to the other side, trying to get the body more straight. And then what you will find is that you'll have much more pressure on your elbows, and not so much pressure on the neck. And this will be quite strenuous after some time. So again, balance yourself so that your feet are more or less above your head if possible, and not to have your feet too far that side. Now you can slowly come out and release your hands and roll down.